I have a lot of great memories with Grampy.
Hey, George.
I have a lot of really great memories of Grampy.
The best memory I have of George Neville.
So I think my favorite memory was
My favorite memory with you, Grampy, is waking up in the morning in the summertime to go get the paper in the BMW.
Whether it been a family vacation or just me and Grampy. One of the ones that sticks out the most to me would be the time I visited Grampy in Florida. It was about 2006. And I went down, he was staying at the Villages. He showed me around. We went to Magic Kingdom at Disney World. Did a lot of different things. And
My favorite moment is when you serenaded Heather at your last house concert. That was awesome. I wish I had the, to do that.
One of the best memories I have of Grampy is a trip we took to take Dylan to Yagoo Boy Scout camp. I don't even remember how old I was, very little. And I had to pee really bad on the drive there, and Grampy didn't want to stop, so I peed into a Tupperware container that was in the back seat. He then dumped it out when we finally got to the Boy Scout camp, and then brought it home to Mom.
my favorite memory was probably when we lived in Brookside Road, and we'd go out and play catch in the backyard. I remember I had my Ted Williams glove that we bought at Sears, and you had your old baseball glove that didn't even look like a baseball glove. It looked like I don't know, a cartoon character's glove. I always wondered how the hell you caught a baseball in that glove, because it was so small.
Favorite memories with my father is our trips to Nashville. I can remember our first visit there, coming home from the continent. It was probably close to 3 o'clock in the morning. And we were all excited going back to the hotel and exhausted. I think about that a lot.
Is when he gave his daughter away at her wedding to me. And he said, "You take good damn care of her." And I hope I did.
I have to say that my favorite memory of Grampy is probably going to London and Paris after our high school graduations. I think he has to be, pretty brave to take all three of us, me, Cassie, and Dylan, across the world as teenagers. And one of the things that sticks out most to me is when we went to a restaurant in Paris. He made us get up and leave because we weren't being served quick enough, which at the time was really traumatizing for me, but now is really funny. But in all seriousness, that was probably one of my favorite moments of, that trip was one of my favorite moments of my life to this day, and I'm really appreciative of him doing that for us. It was really awesome. And
when Annabelle asked me about some funny story about Grampy, I really couldn't come up with anything in particular. I find Grampy to be really funny, especially after wine.
So my favorite memory with Grampy probably happened a few years ago. One of the first summers that I went and stayed with him for a week. We were coming back, and he wanted to drop off a check at the landscaper's office, and he wanted me to go and hand in the check, and he hands me the envelope with the check in it, and he's like, "Give this to the lady at the front desk, and if she asks you who it's from, flip her off and walk out." I was probably like 10 at the time, and he was telling me to give this random stranger the finger. Well, I gave her a check from him, and it scared the crap out of me.
I have two favorite memories of Grampy. The first one was when I was little, and him and I went to a Red Sox game, and Louis Tiant was pitching, and everybody was yelling a lot, the whole Louis thing and everything, and Grampy was yelling a lot, and the guy in front of us turned around and told him to be quiet. And Grampy not only didn't quiet down, he leaned forward and did his yelling like right in the back of this guy's head. And my second favorite memory is when we were all out to dinner in some nice restaurant in Boston. One of those things. It was me, Jeff, Lynn, and my mother and father. And Grampy must have been tanked, probably had like 4 scotch with a dash of waters before dinner, some wine during dinner, and with his tea after dinner, he spit out the candle that was in a glass thing in the middle of the table. Those are my favorite memories of my father.
Open, presented by IBM, is brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy any size.
Thank you, Grampy, and happy Father's Day.
I love you so much.
I love you. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Thank you for everything. Happy Father's Day. I love you.